Hello? Hello?
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, this past week we celebrated Thanksgiving just like the WWE Superstars did. And welcome back to the AR Wrestling Podcast with myself and my co host, as always, Ryan. Let's get it.
Let's get it!
Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we go over the go home shows for Survivor Series this week or this past week. And so, what the deal is. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. And as usual, we start out with AR Wrestling News.
The news. And we're going to start off with a story that we've kind of been following since it's kind of kicked off. It is Penta El Zero Miedo, the AEW original star, is set to become a free agent next week based on a report from Fightful Select. No word yet on if he will or could go to WWE or not. We all know, however, Ray Phoenix still has time added onto his contract with no time given whatsoever.
Bro, and that scumbag Tony Khan has no plans for him, but they still want him under contract. What are you doing? You're just losing money, dummy.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, the only thing that they're doing is preventing him from going to WWE. That's the only thing that they're trying to do right now.
Tony Khan's a dummy. Yeah.
Yeah, dummy. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
But it's just a stupid thing to do. It's just a petty, dumb move to do that to somebody. In my opinion,
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And we also learned though that Jimmy Hart will make an appearance at Saturday night's main event. I'm excited.
Hell yes, bro. Jimmy Hart, fucking, that's megaphone motherfucker. It'll be fun.
I'm so excited.
It's says we have a lot of legends supposedly. They said multiple legends are supposed to be there. I'm excited to see who else gets announced.
Eric Bischoff is heading to NXT December 3rd episode. So that was just something to point out. And Nia Jax had an incident at airport security. I don't know where they were, but she tweeted out about it, and she's really upset. So that's the thing. Justice for Nia, because TSA's fucking weird. I hate TSA. I really do. Like, I respect them for what they do. I know why they're there. But, dude, it's so annoying to get through TSA. I don't know about you, but damn, it's annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying as shit. This is like the second incident in 2024 in total. I'm pretty sure Matt Riddle had an incident. It might have been in 2023. I can't exactly remember. But I remember his incident was with TSA, if I remember correctly. But then again, Matt Riddle also has just a lot of baggage in general with him.
Yeah, that'd be
take that for what you will, but it is another wrestler in very recent time having another incident with TSA.
Yeah. Just because, like we said, he has his baggage does not mean anything. He's still human. Just kidding. Fuck him. No, I'm kidding. And so, I think I'm ready to get right into Raw. You ready to get into Monday Night Raw?
Yes, let's get into it.
So Bianca and Belair and Naomi, they walk in, strutting their shit. Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax walk in, strutting their shit. We see Ludwig Kaiser, Braun Breaker walk in as well. Judgment Day and the War Raiders, all for their matches for the night. But we open the show with Gunther and Jackie Redmond, and she asks about what happened last week. And Gunther was attempting to sneak attack Damian, and this is where I wish Damian would have said, Gunther, you're in the ring, you're a general, but in the streets, I'm a king in Spanish, dude. Just to add the culture layer there, because Gunther's from Austria and Damian's from Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
I don't speak Spanish.
Bring the roots into it.
That's what I'm saying. Jackie gives Gunther's time in WWE something we shouldn't overlook, but Damian says that Gunther is no longer the ruthless champion we've seen before, and Jackie asks for Gunther's response. Gunther goes before he even dude, this is even before he gets a word out. Damian Priest comes out. He goes, by all means, don't let Damian interrupt you. Tell the world how easy it is going to be for you. No? Nothing? Go figured. Damian wants to see if Gunther grew a set, to see if he has anything to say to his face, because Gunther's been talking a lot of shit behind his back and attacking him behind his back. And Damian's like, dude, you want us to believe the old Gunther's back? But we know that ain't true. He used to have this killer vibe aura. On God, I agree. Gunther was this absolute wrecking machine.
Mm-hmm.
but no one will make a move. Maybe the pressure about champ is it. Damian knows what it means to be champ, and he knows why Gunther's stuttering. Because Gunther has never had to deal with someone like Damian. Damian is taking the championship back, and what happens to the ring general when he loses to the guy from the street? Damian says, basically, Damian now is going, my bad. This is your time. Talk away. And Gunther's dude, he's noticeably pissed. It's raps for Damian.
Right, facts.
So Gunther goes, he basically doesn't give a response. He hits Damian with the mic. Gunther starts wailing on Damian, but Damian eats a boot to the mouth. And Gunther clotheslines Damian outside of the ring. He goes to clear out the announce desk and the officials come out. But Damian's able to get up, throw, absolutely chuck Gunther into this ring, to the ring post. This shit was crazy. And he gives the Razor's Edge to Gunther through the announce table at the beginning of the night. And with this, Damian's standing tall over Gunther with the World Heavyweight Championship. And Damian's getting praise from the crowd. It's something I did notice as well. But he ends up throwing the World Heavyweight Championship onto Gunther. And I have a little thing together. I don't know what you think about this, but I do like how they're keeping Rhea and Damian away from each other, but keeping them tied into each other by the world titles. They're still chasing the world title, but they're on their own way. They're still the Terror Twins and everything.
Exactly. It's two main event stars on the two different rosters that are best friends.
Yeah.
I like that little story hint that's not really tying them together, but is tying them together like you just explained.
Yeah. And so
I'm not a fan of how Gunther's just I think we talked about it last episode where I'm just not a fan of how Gunther is being presented with this lack of confidence now. I understand that it adds the layers to his character, but it's how Damien just said, he used to have the killer aura. The kid, no one would fuck with him when he was IC champion, the longest reign ever. And then ever since he won the world title, it's almost like he's powered down or just leveled down or some shit. I guess you can explain it like that, but not a big fan of it.
I got you.
Still do like Gunther though. He's still one of my favorite wrestlers if not my favorite wrestler in WWE. But this current arc he's on I'm not the biggest fan of it.
I don't blame you, but I do like what's going on with this. But I do think Finn has a chance of getting involved because he's still trying to fuck over Gunther. Let's think about that.
Mm-hmm.
And not Gunther, Damian. He's still trying to fuck over Damian.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm gonna call it. I think Finn might. I'm not saying he will. I'm calling 25% chance he makes an appearance. My chances are low, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that'll add more to your thought on Damian being this killer, but now he's getting all this help from Finn or whoever it is.
Exactly. Yeah. And the fact he's not going to be able if that does happen, then you have the added beat of Gunther can't beat Damian then, and it's I do like the fact that Damian can be presented as Gunther's equal, but do it in a way that doesn't require Gunther to look weak and need help.
No, I agree, honestly.
There's a way to do it. Just it's not making Gunther look weaker to match Damian. It's making Damian look stronger to match Gunther, is what you should be trying to do.
Exactly. I agree with that. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to stop this Gunther rant right now. Our last episode, we got too big of a Gunther rant. So we get a replay of Jade Cargill laid out on a car backstage. I still think it's Naomi. But we see Bianca Belair backstage, and Naomi walks in asking about Jade. Bianca says that Jade isn't going to be back for a minute. And they now need to figure out who the fifth member is. Io walks in asking about Kyrie. Naomi's like, no, I want Bailey. And Bianca's not too fond of this idea. And so Rhea walks in after they all start bickering, and Bianca asks Rhea if she has any suggestions. Rhea says as long as they stay out of her way to get to live. Bianca says that Rhea, Io, and Naomi can figure out who the fifth woman is for War Games.
Damn straight.
And after this,
let's go Rhea.
We get our tornado tag match, and I'm still not understanding what this feud's about. Like, is this just like to keep them busy? Like,
Yeah. I'm
okay,
I'm I'm the same way. I'm like, why? Why still?
so
I
I
mean,
think
it's a
it's
good
just
match.
essentially,
Don't get me wrong. It was
yeah, it
fucking
was a good
amazing.
match, but
Fucking
I think the
phenomenal
match was just
match.
essentially try to build the feud. Um, that's about it. I don't really see much with LWO because they got presented really. I think they got presented horribly. Like when it like who was in the original LWO in WCW?
I
WO,
don't know.
WCW.
Guerrero, maybe Mysterio. I doubt it. I don't know. In all honesty.
I'm gonna figure this out because I want to know. But
Mhm.
um, like I think what they should do with Rey Mysterio anymore. I mean, he still wants to wrestle. He's got like another. We're gonna be 3 years now. I think is what it is. Dude, that's
Nah, give him
crazy. We were just
20.
talking. We just what the fuck, bro?
What?
I remember us having this conversation about Rey Mysterio having 5 years left on his contract, dude. This coming year, he's gonna have 3.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. That wow.
Time
Um,
flies.
time really does fly. So we're gonna get on with this. Basically, Gable shows up. Brutus Creed runs into the ref, distracting him. And um, American Made ends up on the announce table, raised fists in the air because they think they're that cool.
They hot shit.
They're not hot shit.
They not shit.
They not shit. Here we go. Psychosis, La Parca, Hector Garza, and Juventud Guerrera.
Juventud Guerrero. Hell yeah.
All right.
I don't think I've ever watched an actual like full length WCW event or show.
Really? Oh, I was say I at least watch matches. I don't say full
I've
shows.
I've watched matches. I haven't watched full show. I've never watched like a full show or anything of it.
Dude, the early WCW, like early Monday Night Wars WCW, was phenomenal. The
Yeah, there's a
Alundra,
reason that they were
the
beating Raw for
Alundra
like
Blaze
80 something
fucking
weeks in a row.
segment where she dropped the Women's World Championship in the trash from WWF. She fucking, or no, what else is there? There's Kevin Nash and Razor Ramon still under contract. Or no, they were shown on Monday Night Raw, but that same night they were shown on Nitro.
That was like Luger, I thought, but
You know what? It's
it might have
still
been that. I can't remember.
no. I think it was Luger. That was Luger, but still, like Nash and Hall still being there, like that broke the fucking internet. And then fucking Hulk Hogan turning heel was the greatest thing in honestly in sports entertainment history, in my opinion, because that just boomed the wrestling business to help grow what it is today. Just get on a
I
thing, but that's my
totally agree with
opinion.
that. That is like one of the like if you're building like a Mount Rushmore of the most important moments probably in all of wrestling history, you got to put Hulk Hogan turning heel for the NWO on there.
Yeah, 100%. But to get back into this, we get a replay of CM Punk and Paul Heyman's return. We get to see fan reactions or streamers and social media influencers going crazy about this. We see CM Punk being the fifth man, and this had 72 million social views, I think, on Instagram, Twitter, maybe TikTok. I don't know, but I had a shit ton
Something
just
big.
from this moment alone.
Had a
Paul Heyman's return
shitload
is
of
the
views.
one of the craziest things in 2024 to ever happen.
Exactly. I'm so happy about that. That was insane.
That was my dude. I love that shit. Kobe, I make it. Water bottle. All right. After this, though, we get to the Judgment Day locker room, and Raquel and Liv are talking about war games. And Finn says they need to have a little faith in their teammates. R-Truth walks in. Finn says, "Get the hell out of the clubhouse." Hold on. He says, "Get the hell out of his clubhouse." And just
Right.
emphasize the his. Where's my mouse?
Hmm.
Truth walks over, saying, "Thanksgiving is over." Over. And
Truth.
Finn
Oh
talks.
no.
Finn talks about women's war games, Dominic and Carlito losing. Finn is happy about their teamwork, but not happy that they lost. And Finn wants Liv and Raquel to walk out victorious. And Finn says there's no leaders, but when they listen to him, they're successful and happy. I think Finn's getting this leadership idea to his head.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
telling you, there's a leader with this Judgment Day.
Oh yeah, and Finn wants it to be him.
Exactly. But after this, we get to the Intercontinental Championship match: Ludwig Kaiser versus Braun Breaker. And I just want to point out, Kaiser does not do a signature pose. But basically, just some moments from this match. Breaker takes the announce table to the fucking
bro,
stomach.
That was fucking crazy. Like, straight up. Like, he fucking, like, damn near killed himself. Full force damn near impaled himself on the fucking corner.
That's what I'm saying. Sheamus attacks Kaiser from behind, which I thought set up a triple threat in Survivor Series, which we do later on, or do learn later on in the show. It does. But Kaiser, Sheamus, and Braun brawl outside of the ring before being separated from each other by security. We go to commercial. We come back, and they're still fucking fighting. And Pierce makes a triple threat Intercontinental Championship at Survivor Series. Sheamus goes after Kaiser again, and all three are held back by security.
Oh, shit. This is going to be match of the night, I bet you.
I'm telling you, I'm still holding Ludwig Kaiser.
This is going to be fucking amazing.
Holding it true. Tried it true.
Type shit. This is like, imagine the WrestleMania 39 triple threat with Gunther and Drew. Water it down a little bit with like two up and comers and keep Sheamus in there, and it's gonna be just as good, I bet you, if not better. With some of the spots that Breaker's gonna be able to do.
Agreed. Braun Breaker won that match due to Sheamus interference, like he did last week from Kaiser's interference. So, we get a replay of Solo Sikoa's opening promo. The field call to the wise man. The Usos and Sami trying to help Roman find a fifth man. Rollins says no. Roman he does not have a plan. But we see the OGs and the Timu bloodline in the ring. Paul Heyman returns. Punk being revealed as the fifth. Punk is basically almost the perfect man for this because Roman never did anything to him, and Paul was Punk's wise man first.
He was, but there is beef between Roman and Punk.
There is beef. This is true.
There is big beef. Big beef of men. Man
meat. But after this, we get Kathy Kelly with the Usos and Sami. Ooh, so. And how are they feeling about Punk? Sami says they're shocked and that they were prepared for a 4v5. And Sami brings up Punk's past subliminally, which I kind of found interesting. It was like very subtle is the way he did it. I don't know if you picked it up, but
yeah, for sure, there definitely was.
Roman and Punk will talk on Friday. Sami asks, can they trust CM Punk? Jimmy says the wise man said it's cool to trust him. Then we learn about Jey Uso versus Jacob Fatu advantage match on SmackDown, and Jay says he's whooping Jacob's ass, and Sami leaves yeeting.
Yeet. Bro, this is how you know you've done a great job of building two dudes. When I am like genuinely getting goosebumps for the idea of Jay versus Jacob.
Oh God.
Like that's like, oh my God. That could be like later on down the road, you could run that as like a real like program, like a one-on-one program.
I'm excited for it, dude. But after this, we get the World Tag Team Championship match, the War Raiders versus the Judgment Day. I just want to point out, Eric and Ivar should not move the way they do.
No, they gravity doesn't apply to them sometimes, and I'm really jealous.
Me too.
Like, I can't even do half the shit that they do, and I weigh probably a third of what they do.
Probably, yeah. But we did see Dominic Carlito come out trying to distract the War Raiders. Dom saves the Judgment Day as well, but Dom and Carlito get taken out by Eric, and I think Dom gets involved in women's war games.
Ooh, I like that. Dom, what could Dom do? Dom comes over and fucking like locks Rhea out of the damn cage or some shit.
So that's what I'm saying.
Like Dom has to do something to try to keep Rhea from coming inside, and it all has to end with him getting riptided.
I agree. Through a table.
That has to happen. Like Dom got like that still really hasn't happened yet. That like Rhea really hasn't gotten her full revenge on Dominic yet.
I know. First, it's the women's world championship though, so she got her priorities straight.
Yeah, she got her priorities straight.
And so, New Day promo for their 10 years next Monday. We get to see some highlights of their history together, and I think Big E will be there, and I'm calling this because New Day rocks.
Day rocks.
New
New
Day rocks. New Day rocks.
Day rocks.
New Day rocks.
Boom.
And we get to Xavier and Kofi backstage, and Xavier wants to squash the beef, and Kofi and him squash the beef. They get hyped up for their match. And we learned that Vanessa Hudgens is ringside. Pretty cool. Pretty sure she's wearing an OTC shirt.
OTC.
So we know who she acknowledges.
OTC. Acknowledge the tribal chief.
God. We get New Day versus Alpha Academy. And the New Day have issues about who's starting, and Woods immediately tags himself in when Kofi goes to start.
Oh no.
This was embarrassing to watch.
It was Alpha Academy, and they got whooped, bro. This is what happens after is very traumatic.
So the match is basically building to New Day splitting. And after the match, Kofi is confused. Xavier's pissed. Kofi tries fixing this. And Xavier is saying if he's calling the play to let him run the play. Xavier says that Kofi doesn't listen. And Kofi's trying to figure out what's going on. Xavier says that Kofi is garbage. And Kofi brings up what he's done for Woods, gave him his Intercontinental title shot against Jay. And he flaunted Woods' King of the Ring cape for him whenever he asked. Kofi says there's a reason that E and him never let Woods call the play. And Woods takes credit for Kofi's title reign. And Kofi says Xavier should be talking championships because he's never won a singles title.
Ugh. Ooh.
Excuse me. Xavier says that he was good enough to take Kofi's beatings for him when he was world champion. And Xavier says that Kofi pissed away his championship reign against Brock Lesnar.
That one hurt. That fucking hurt. That hurt me when Xavier said that. Like, ooh. The crowd reaction to that, like, ooh. Oh no, man. I don't know. This is like, it's like it's like watching your parents argue, and like they're getting a divorce, and there's nothing you can do about it, and you just want to help, and like you don't know why everyone's mad at each other, and then Lesnar gets yelled out in there, and it's like, what the fuck?
Everything is building to their split.
It really seems that way, in all honesty. If Big E doesn't come back to like save them, then like yeah, they're done for here. But this was like, holy shit! This is like what this has all been building to. This is like, I don't know if you can even really want to call it a promo between the two of them, but like the digs that they took at each other, the way that they just let every insult sit for a second and let the crowd react to it before going on. It's like, it was perfect, bro. It was fucking perfect.
I agree. This next segment was probably my favorite, and the leading segment, or the following segment after.
Mm-hmm.
The Final Testament, they're in their locker room, and Miz walks in talking about the Wyatt Six, and Cross says Scarlett needs to stay in the back as they go out there, and Miz says he needs to stay too. The Final Testament walk out with Miz, and as soon as they leave, Scarlett goes to look in the mirror, and who does she see? Nikki Cross.
It was the Ultimate Warrior.
And then we go to commercial, come back behind the scenes with CM Punk's return. It's on WWE's YouTube channel. I've watched some of it. It's actually pretty fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, it was really amazing. It was a really cool video.
But the Miz and the Final Testament, they're walking in the back now, and Pete Dunne is in the hallway. For what reason? I don't know. Excuse me again. The Final Testament and the Miz get to their locker room, and Scarlett's on the floor. Room's trashed, and Scarlett starts flipping shit on Carrion, and everyone. And there's something written in the mirror, and it says, "Everyone has something to lose."
Uh-oh. This is very, very interesting to see where this goes, man. I'm really loving the Wyatt Six Final Testament feud right now.
Arguably better than their Alpha Academy. Or no, American Made.
Oh, definitely better. Definitely better, especially since like Final Testament has been presented as like a threat to them now that they've actually beaten them down in the ring once.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm a big fan of this, but oh, what else? Actually, no. I'm gonna save that. We ain't gonna talk about that yet.
All right. So Adam Pearce has announced something before Monday Night Raw even started. We see the Women's Intercontinental Championship. We learned there's going to be a tournament for it, just like the U.S. Women's. And I don't know about you, but bro, I am genuinely speechless.
Yeah, like
this title was so pretty.
Yeah, like
I'd rather have Timmy Time hold this one than hold the U.S.
Yeah, honestly, I know we talked about how like we would have preferred the original Women's Intercontinental the original Intercontinental title to come back because that already had the white strap. But yeah, this looks pretty fucking pretty.
That's what I'm saying,
liking it. I'm liking it. It's long overdue. It's about damn time.
Oh God! And this is where we learned the Survivor Series match card has been announced. We got men's War Games, women's War Games, the Intercontinental Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, and the United States Championship. Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight was announced on Monday. I felt like that was rushed. I don't know about you.
Yeah,
but I'm still not opposed of LA Knight losing the title if he does.
I'm not opposed to it, but mostly because like Shinsuke just turned heel and like it's always a really dumb idea to turn someone heel and then instantly have them lose. So like justify that heel turn with a big win, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens because it is the megastar LA Knight.
Yeah. And after this, we see Tiffy, Candice, Raquel, Liv, and Nia all talking backstage, and Nia says they basically already won War Games and says she's going to go squash Bianca to make it 5v3. Then we get a Bloodline promo video. We were 5 days away from War Games. Solo gives us props to Roman. Says the Wise Man and CM Punk are back and are on his side. Basically build up for Jey Uso versus Jacob Fatu and War Games, and then Solo acknowledges his bloodline over Roman's. And now
I do not.
Fuck Solo.
Fuck you, Solo. Fuck you, Solo.
After this is the Women's War Games Advantage match, and both teams' members are barred from ringside. Bianca Belair versus Nia Jax. And this was I'd say this is a pretty solid match, especially for Nia.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Damn straight it was.
Nia, she's not, she's not the best in the ring, but she's gotten better since her initial release.
She definitely wrestles to her strengths and tries to keep her weaknesses hidden.
Exactly.
It works pretty well for her.
And so basically,
Bianca's just a good wrestler in general.
I think the number one spot I picked up, besides basically Nia trying to keep Bianca out of the ring, is Bayley shows up to help Bianca. Technically, she's not a part of the team.
That's right.
Just yet.
She's not part of the team.
Just yet. Hear me out. Bayley replaces Jade. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca is genuinely confused, like, what the hell? And Bayley is like, dude, go, win. And Bayley and Bianca smile at each other, and Bianca thinks Bayley has showed her allegiance.
Yeah, looks like she's replacing Jade at this point. I'm not opposed to it at all either. I like it. Because of Bayley.
Hey, Bayley.
Bayley.
Ha. I
I
wanna
wanna
know if you'll be
know.
my girl.
Plus, even if it's not Bailey, like I don't think like it really. I mean, you could spin it to be Bailey that attacked Jade. You could say Bailey attacked Jade because she wanted to be in War Games and wanted to get the spotlight back on her after winning or losing the title, and maybe trying to get back into the title scene that way.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm too like I like that idea, but I'm way too hard right now on this. Well, pause, pause. Um, I'm way too keen to this idea that I have of Naomi. Now
Oh,
it would be
oh,
Bailey.
okay.
From Bailey is 100% my second option here. So if it's not Liv and Raquel, honestly, like I think
Mm,
Bailey could have done it, but just not as the way she's been trying to prove her. I don't think it would have happened the way she's been trying to prove herself to Bianca and Jade here recently.
right. I agree. I agree. It definitely makes more sense for it to be Naomi at this point. But not
So
that they probably are going to try to spin it that way of like trying to be a red herring with Bailey.
yeah, honestly, they could. I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-mm. But
So I
that's all you
am,
got for Raw.
yeah. So I'm done with Raw.
All right, then we go move right on into SmackDown, y'all. We open with a recap video of the Bloodline last week and a rundown of the card for SmackDown. Yeah. Bianca's music hits though, not Solo's. Unfortunately, I do like Solo's theme more though. Solo's like one of my favorite like themes ever.
Solo.
Solo, bro. If you ever open Apple Music and open Def Rebel's page and look at their top like 8 songs, only 2 of them are not Bloodline members, and it's Rhea
That's
and
crazy.
Seth. The top 2 are both of Roman's themes,
That's
literally. And then under
that's
him, I think
funny.
is Jay, and then Jimmy, then Solo Jacob, and then like Rhea Seth, and then somewhere in there is there's another one I'm forgetting. But yeah, it's all Bloodline fucking
Sammy,
themes.
ooh, so.
So it's freaking hilarious.
I want a Sammy Uso shirt.
That would be fun.
Sammy Uso,
Ba, ba, ba. Sammy
Sammy
Uso.
Uso.
Like I said, we open with the EST's music hitting. Bianca comes out with the rest of her team, or I
She's
guess
on her
it is Team
own
Rhea
against
for
the
War Games, but
wall.
yeah, it's Bianca coming out first. Mommy chants fill the arena when Rhea hits the ring, and she says that it's obvious that not everyone on their team is friends, but none of that matters because tomorrow they will all step into War Games and they all have a target in there. Like everyone's got beef with at least one person inside of that cage. So it all ends tomorrow because nobody will be able to stop them. Rhea calls out all members of the opposite team, and Naomi gets the mic now. Says Nia and Tiffy have been nothing but a pain in her and Bailey's side. Bianca agrees, and with Naomi, saying one of them took out Jade last week, and they are all gonna get it. Rhea says that she will make Liv regret ever meeting her, and Io says they will destroy them before Liv Morgan's music plays, and Team Liv walks out with the WWE, no, the Women's World Champion, sorry, get them confused now that they're fucking on the same team, comes out laughing that fucking laugh she does. Ha 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 ha
Bro, I
ha
hate that so much. Like it like
ha ha ha
God, she sounds like
ha
fucking
ha.
Squidward. Aha, aha, aha.
It's so dumb.
So annoying.
Uh, but she laughs at the idea of them thinking that they can even win tomorrow. Nia then asks Bianca about Bailey and Io being in damage control, and Bailey about Io's betrayal, trying to sow seeds of dissension in there. Nia talks her shit until Naomi and Bailey interrupt her. Bailey calls Tiffy Nia's lapdog and says she's been manipulating Tiffy this entire time. Nia
God.
and Liv laugh again. Ah, ah,
Aha,
ah.
aha, aha, aha.
At Bailey, and Liv talks her shit about Bailey not being a good manipulator anymore before saying it's interesting she managed to get into War Games after Jade was taking out, basically insinuating, like I said earlier during the Raw review, like maybe it was Bailey that did it because she wanted to step into War Games now. But Rhea just says that Liv needs to shut up and stop wasting time before being locked in a cage tomorrow with Rhea. Liv's gonna finish what she started tomorrow, though, when she breaks Rhea's face again in the cage. Rhea threatens to cave Liv's face in so
On
bad,
God.
Dom
Get
ain't
it,
even gonna
mommy.
wanna be near her. And like, damn, it's being thrown. Team Liv pretend to go down to the ring only to fake him out, walk away. Riv won't wait though, and her team chases them up the ramp, and a gigantic brawl starts, spilling into the ring and ringside until it's all separated.
Mommy, mommy, mommy,
Mommy,
mommy.
mommy, mommy. Fucking Rhea Bloody Ripley, man.
The top three most badass women in WWE history. Rhea Ripley, Rhea Ripley, Rhea Ripley.
Damn straight. Well, Becky Lynch might need to be thrown in there at least once.
Okay, hold on. Top five women and top five badass women in WWE history. Rhea Ripley, Rhea Ripley, Rhea Ripley, Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch.
Damn straight. Damn straight. I agree with that. That's solid. That's a solid top five. I like it. But now we move into the first match of SmackDown. Andrade El Idolo is taking on the new and improved Shinsuke Nakamura. Some history between them. They both fought each other for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship in 2013. Never
I was
watched that
10.
match, but fucking IWGP is just class, especially in 2013. If you ever
We
get
were
a chance to go
10.
back and watch some of that shit. Yeah, but I've gone back and watched it. Beautiful. Art. Nakamura
As you should.
clearly working his new heel style keeps Andrade on the ground until a dropkick knocks Shinsuke off the top to the floor after a second chance moonsault. Shinsuke counters the message, and a fun sequence ends with Andrade and countering the Kinshasa with the back elbow he always hits as Andrade attempts the knees in the corner, though. Shin pulls the turnbuckle pad off, rolling away. Andrade, eats shit on the steel, and a Kinshasa to the back of the head gives Nakamura the win. And fucking class. Always going to be class between these two. Andrade is one of my favorite wrestlers just in general. Love the man. Knight runs down the ramp to attack Shinsuke after the match and doesn't even get a chance
Yeah.
to touch him. Doesn't even lay a finger on Nakamura before he gets misted in the face. The black
Bro, the
goo.
way he ran, it was kind of like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get hit in the face with something. Like, it went so slow. Like, it was bound to happen. Nakamura was just fucking standing there.
Yeah.
Can't deny that.
He was getting ready for it. He was probably popping that package into his mouth while Knight was running slowly down there, or
He
something
said,
like that. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah. He was running like
I
fucking,
am running into danger.
he was running like that cop from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
That's amazing.
Flint Lockwood!
Flint like wood.
Oh, shit.
I'll get you flint like wood.
I love you, Solo!
I
Get you
love you,
Flint Lockwood!
Solo. And speaking of Solo, the Timu bloodline are backstage. Solo is seen hyping up Jacob before his match, the War Games Advantage match that's happening against Jey Uso in the main event. Nick walks in and explains that tonight everyone is banned from ringside during the Advantage match. So it's going to be 1-on-1. And that's it. We ain't gonna get nothing like what happened on Monday, where like a secret fifth person is gonna get involved. This isn't like no. This should be one
Nah,
on
nah.
one. No. We then see DIY arguing backstage. They do that a lot recently. Champa
Yeah.
asks to be, or Champa asked to be clear because Johnny was the one who said whatever it takes to get the titles. He reminds Johnny about what happened in Cleveland. They lost to the Bloodline, and they never even got their fucking rematch or nothing for it.
That's facts.
Ciampa doesn't want their kids to think of them as losers because they're not losers. He's not a loser. He doesn't think Johnny's a loser and wants to know what has changed because in his eyes, nothing has changed. He thinks Johnny sees the titles as less important than a friendship with the machine guns. And Johnny asks to just talk to the guns one more time. Ciampa's sick of talking, though, and even sick of Johnny at this point. Like, whoop, they're breaking up. DIY feud on the main roster. I'm
I'd
pushing
be
for
okay
it,
with it.
bro.
I'd be
I'm
okay
pushing.
with it.
I'm like, I'm pushing for like do one match at Royal Rumble, like do the Road to WrestleMania as a DIY trilogy. Why not? Royal Rumble, do your first match. Elimination Chamber, you can have them fight each other in the chamber match. Why not? And then Mania, blow it all off with like a last man standing here and I quit match. Some
That'd be
shit like
nuts.
that. Some shit like that'd be crazy. Like give them right to bleed in it. Like oh my god.
That'd be so good.
Sorry about that. But yeah, where was I? He said he's sick of Johnny at this point. They are going to do things Ciampa's way now, and he storms away. Johnny has 1 week to figure things out, where they do things Ciampa's way from now on, and he storms out of the fucking frame at this point. Sorry, bro. Now we get a Kevin Owens video, and he says that there are people who still support Cody Rhodes, so he needs to explain why he is right. January 1st, 2021. KO is thrown off of a 15-foot high stage by Roman Reigns and Jey Uso as attempted murder. They tried to kill this man.
True.
30 days later, January 31st, 2021, KO is ran over by a motherfucking golf cart. Again, pretty sure that that's considered murder or attempted. And then we go 2 years
That's
into
a
the
vehicular
future.
manslaughter.
Vehicular manslaughter, damn straight. Fast forward 2 years to the Royal Rumble, another Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns has KO super kicked countlessly, even when Cody Rhodes was in the building. Where was he? Nowhere to be found. He won the Rumble, but he couldn't come help Kevin. But where was Cody earlier this year at Bad Blood when Roman needed help? Right by his side. Those are only 3 examples, though, as to why Cody deserves everything coming to him at Saturday night's main event. He's going to turn the American Nightmare into the Canadian Dream.
That was a tough ass fucking line.
That was a tough line. I did like Kevin's promo in this.
It's tough.
What if Kevin wins? What if Kevin just wins?
At Saturday night's main event?
Yeah. Fuck it.
I've seen that idea pitched around. I don't know how I feel about it.
I like it. I like it for one. I like it a lot. And then you don't even have to give Kevin a long title reign. You can just have Cody win it back at Rumble or have him win it back at the first Raw on Netflix.
Yeah, but they've been doing this non-guaranteed title shit. The title rematch shit. Because as a champion, you're supposed to have your one guaranteed rematch for the championship.
Right.
And they have not been doing that. Because I mean,
it's
Gunther
also
never
Cody
got.
Rhodes in his feud,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I mean,
they
it's
can
true.
justify it in any way in that sense, even if they wanted to throw Randy Orton down in there.
Because it's Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I mean,
Cody
even then you could
Rhodes.
literally like do that and lean into what Kevin has been saying this entire time. Cody's the golden boy. He gets what he wants whenever he wants it.
Cody Rhodes.
Kevin's been like pointing out every wrestling trope in this is what it's all been leading to. Holy fuck, bro! Like the dots are all connecting. Throughout this entire year, Kevin has been calling out wrestling tropes. Like you only come out like wrestlers are only supposed to come out whenever their name is said in a promo, or like all sorts of stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like that Kevin's
Kinda,
been doing
yeah.
throughout the year. Yeah. Like, what if it all like turns into Kevin being like, throughout this entire year, champions haven't been getting automatic rematches, but of course, Cody Rhodes, the Golden Boy, loses his belt and he gets an immediate rematch at the next PLE.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I would honestly do it and just lean into it the entire way. And if in any sense you could honestly risk turning Cody heel for a portion of the audience through that.
Please turn his ass heel. Please turn him heel, dude.
Well, like this could be like
God,
a
I would fucking
whole
love
new
that.
type of heel turn where like he's still the baby face, but it's like I don't know. You could do a John
I
Cena
would love that so much.
type heel turn where like he's still like the baby face, but acknowledging that he's hated and just leaning into it more. Like Cody could do it. Cody could 1,000% do it. Like he was gonna be a phenomenal heel, and I feel like this might be them potentially testing the waters if it could happen yet. Like if a portion
I
of the
agree.
audience is ready to side with Kevin and boo Cody.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But just a thought on that. We then
It's a
move
good thought.
to the WWE champion. It is Cody Rhodes taking on Carmelo Hayes. And Melo cuts a quick promo on his way to the ring, basically saying he agrees with everything that Kevin's been saying, and he thinks Cody needs a reevaluate himself instead of Melo. Rhodes stays on top of Melo throughout the match, though, until his knee gets targeted by a kick. Doesn't keep him down long when he hits a disaster kick, though. Melo keeps pace and does a spinning face buster, leading to Rhodes locking in the figure four. Melo takes Cody or fakes Cody out by running the ropes. This is a callback to their match earlier in the year. If you remember, on like when Melo got drafted to SmackDown when he was the first draft pick, they had that double rope spot where they both did a springboard on either side, flung at each other, and missed and landed, and it looked like awkward as shit, and everyone thought Cody hurt himself.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Basically what Melo was trying to do here, but he faked him out, ran at the ropes, and targeted Cody's knee, hanging him up in the rope. Cody ducks a nothing but net, though, right after, and tries for a crossroad. Sequence of nuts counters ends with the Cody cutter and a crossroads for the win, though. And, question for you.
Well,
Cody hurt his leg in this? At least in a kayfabe sense?
I mean, I fuck possibly.
I mean, we
I
saw
was
this
not.
lean into the Bash in Berlin match with Kevin Owens where he wasn't able to like target Cody's, where like he refused to target Cody's bad leg. And like in the build up to that, he's like, I know you've been on tour and I know you hurt your leg or something like that. And like maybe in this now Cody has bitten off more than he could chew. He's fighting the first round draft pick. Like no matter what you say, it's still Carmelo Hayes. He's still a great wrestler. Maybe he hurt his leg in this and Kevin's watching this thinking, I can target that now. Like now he's not afraid to target Cody's injuries.
I think he's gonna. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. To be honest, I think we'll see something with. Damn, no, because now I'm sitting here thinking about it. Kevin, Kevin's right. Really? I mean, Basher Berlin, he had imposter syndrome. Now he's over here wanting to kill Cody. Like I think because now I'm really buying this whole rock idea that the Rock's behind all this shit now too.
Well, that The Rock
Like
is
there's
like
so much.
telling Kevin to do this.
Yes. Like there's so much now. Everything you've been saying about the Rock, like it's adding up now. It makes sense. On top of the Kevin Owens shit,
Yeah, it kind of does. I agree with you. Like there's
because then
definitely
we
ways to make that work. I'm
because
trying to like.
when we were talking about Survivor Series predictions, we thought Kevin was going to be the mysterious fifth man, and so that's what we were going to go with. And him and the Rock have that whole interaction right there.
Hmm.
That's what I'm
Oh
thinking
man,
about.
if only that had happened, bro. Could you imagine? It'd be
That's what I'm
so
saying,
fucking
dude.
cool.
Shit would be
That'd be the
fucking
damn moment of the year
nutty. Nutty.
for sure. Hold
So,
on, let me get back to my phone.
oh, you're
But yeah,
good.
that's what I got on that. I'm excited for this whole Kevin Owens like shit. Like I just love Kevin Owens at this point. Like this whole heel turn every time.
Kevin Owens.
And now we go to the movie. We're gonna basically hope y'all got your popcorn because the movie turned on. It's Roman Reigns and CM Punk having a sit down interview. The cinema, the cinema that took place. It's beautiful, well shot, well produced. Paul Heyman's in the middle here. Roman is seen waiting for Punk, and just as he goes to leave with Paul, because he goes, Paul, where is he? Paul's like, I don't know. He's not here. Roman goes to leave, and Punk walks in, and he goes that he's in a hurry and wants to make it clear he's not here for Paul. Or not, fuck. He's here for Paul. He's not here for Roman. Roman
Okay.
says that he doesn't need Punk's help, though, but it's okay because Punk doesn't want to give him his help. He ain't here for Roman. He's here for Paul. Again, Roman doesn't like
He's
his
making it
tone,
abundantly
though.
clear.
He's got to make that clear. But, I mean, Roman don't like his tone. You don't like his attitude. He just doesn't like CM Punk. Makes it very clear he doesn't want a team with Punk at all. And like tensions are rising, it's getting a little heated. Paul Heyman has to step in now. It says that Solo has had them in a chokehold since the Friday after WrestleMania when Roman went missing. They need Punk's help, and in all fairness, if Punk doesn't help Roman and the bloodline stops Roman, like then they're going after Punk next, essentially. Because Solo sees Punk as the threat in all of this, which I kind of didn't really understand that, but I get the what he's trying to say. Like CM Punk is essentially like the biggest threat, like on the roster after Roman Reigns, if he wanted to be.
Yeah.
Said that divided they all fall to Solo, but united they all, at best, survive. Punk tells Roman that it doesn't matter if he doesn't like his attitude. It doesn't matter if he doesn't like Roman. He isn't here for Roman. He's here for Paul. Roman wants the Ulafala, and Punk wants scalps for revenge on what they did to his friend. Punk is happy to revisit this conversation one-on-one after War Games. They agree on this being only one time, them teaming together. Punk wants a favor. It's not from Roman. It's from Rome. It's from
It's not
Paul.
from Roman. It's from Roman.
It's from Roman. When it's all over, their wise man will owe CM Punk a favor. Roman
God.
wants to know what the favor is, but Paul wants them to get through War Games first before they talk about it. There's a clear disconnect here between our OTC and the wise man. I can't lie. They don't seem to be on the same page right now.
That's what I'm saying.
What are you thinking? What are you planning, Paul? Sus.
I don't know.
But
I
then
still think there's a little disconnect there because the Friday Paul came back. Dude, remember, I might be looking too far into it, but the red pocket square and the red shirt.
you're right though. You're like right though. He's just like Solo.
That's all I gotta say. So,
Right. Like I agree with that. Like if at War Games we do see Paul, maybe it's just an upfront thing. Maybe Paul just straight up turns on him inside the cage. Like I have this whole idea cooking of just like Paul is like suckering CM Punk into all of this in a sense, where like he's trying to use Punk, but like he still cares about him because like he's his best friend and shit like that. But like
right.
he needs to give Roman a fifth man that he can then like reasonably like take out and be like, don't do it, Punk. Like just don't step in there, or he can try to make not go in there. Because if Punk is like the last guy trying to go into the cage, I'm thinking then like he's on his way down, or like before the timer hits 0 and they can open the cage for Punk to come out. I have Paul just coming out and stepping right in his way and just being like, "Don't go in there, do not go in there, like whatsoever." And then that leaves the OG bloodline 4-on-5 to get absolutely whooped or mollywopped. Or if you want to do the crazy one, Paul Heyman was winking at Jimmy. You pointed out to me. I missed it, but you pointed it out to me. What if that's the sleeper agent? And in there, Jimmy turns on the OG bloodline, and Paul keeps Punk out to make it even easier for the Bloodline 2.0.
I could see that. Honestly, I could see it.
I'm big on that idea of I like Punk being Punk would probably I still have pushing his way through Paul and getting into the cage, because why would you advertise CM Punk into War Games only to fake everyone out and take him out? So I would still
That's
have
what I'm
Punk get
saying.
into the cage and fight in War Games, but have Paul at least try to be like, don't do it, please. Like, I'm trying to protect you. And then you can have like that promo between them on another show of being like, why are you trying to protect me? And like, why did you turn on them and all this shit? Layers.
Layers.
Layers like an onion, brother.
That's crazy.
That was crazy. But now we go to the ring. It is the women's United States triple threat. It is. I think this is the last triple threat. Is it not, or is there one more? No, this is the
There's
last
one
one
more.
because there
There's
was
one next
four.
week. No, there's one next week.
Is there? Because I thought
Yeah,
there was only
it's
four
It's
sets of
Tiffy
triple
times
threats.
match.
No, Tiffy time
It's
won her,
Tiffy
man.
times.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Look, my bad. But then we turn to this match. It is Piper versus Michin versus what is supposed to be Jade Cargill, now turning into Lash Legend. It is starting out with a bunch of heavy shots, but all ends with Michin actually flying with a Hurricane Run and Moonsign to the outside. Chelsea takes out Michin for a second until BFAB runs down, chases her backstage. Piper, while distracted, eats a big old boot from Lash, and I had her winning this entire thing, not even going to lie. Didn't have Michin walking out with a dub at all because it's Michin, not even lying. Legend keeps shining throughout the match, hitting Piper with a choke slam and Michin with a power bomb. Like I said, she's shining. Piper attempts a top rope Piper driver, but Legend is there to stop her. Legend drills the Lash extension, but during the pin, Michin hits a horrible senton to steal the pin for the win. Of course. Now we get the United States champion. He's backstage. He's in medical. He's blinded. Yeah,
Yeah,
getting his eyes washed out and looked at. Byron chooses right
yeah,
fucking now, of course, for an interview. Yeah, dummy. Yeah, he
yeah,
clearly can't see, but he wants to know if being misted will affect him tomorrow in his match against Shinsuke Nakamura. The most wrestling question I have ever heard asked in my life. I swear to God. uh,
I have to agree
but
with that.
Knight then talks about how Shinsuke has been away for months and chooses to come after Knight right away, but Knight isn't afraid of him and he won't run away from tomorrow because Nakamura is gonna be getting three the hard way with a BFT and everybody's saying L A Knight. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Then
yeah,
the main event we've all been waiting for. Oh
yeah,
my god, I was excited for this. I can't even lie. Like it's hard for a WWE TV match to genuinely get me excited anymore. It's mainly the pay-per-view matches that I get excited for WWE. But this one had me hyped. I was so excited. Main event Jey Uso. Sorry, I didn't do that justice. Main event Jey
Oh,
Uso
so
taking on the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. Before the match, Jay is getting hyped up with Sammy and Big Jim. Nick Aldis walks in saying everyone's banned from ringside. Jimmy seems pretty upset about it. This is not even Solo had a reaction like this. So I'm like, what are you thinking here,
yes, he
Jimmy?
did.
Like, what?
I noticed it.
What?
Solo did have that reaction. Solo did have that reaction. He was like, man, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he
He
was
just
like,
kind of blew
whatever,
it
but
off.
Jim, yeah, that's what I said. Solo blew it off, and Jimmy's actually like upset about it. Like, what the hell? Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Me too, Big Jim.
So like, yeah, so Solo didn't even have a reaction like Jimmy had. So it's like, what are you thinking here, Jimmy? What's up with you?
Me too,
But
Big Jim.
another note before the match, Jacob, my opinion, looks like a damn killer when he walks
He
out
is a
by
killer.
himself in that singles entrance, bro. Even though he's like still Solo's man, he's still doing "I love you, Solo" with the hands the entire time during his entrance and stuff. Like, oh my god, I'm ready to go for him to go out on his own. So bad, so bad. And this is why, because during the match, Jacob fucking dismantles Jay, completely rips him apart at the beginning. I love you, Solo! Fatu catches the dive and tosses Jay into the post and the table. Jay takes out the werewolf by sending him into the ring post, though. Jay yeets into a hip attack after Fatu on his Fatu shit. Catches Jay midair, delivers a nuts standing moonsault. Jay barely survives a pop up Samoan drop with a kick out. Jay, with his second win, scores a spear and a splash combo with a near fall as well. Fatu catches Jay later on with a gigantic kick, taking his damn head off. On the outside with a Samoan drop onto the damn table. Think Jay's dead. Impaler DDT followed by a moonsault. gives the Bloodline 2.0 the advantage tomorrow in War Games. And I think rightfully so. Honestly, like the heels need to have the advantage for a War Games match to feel more at stake, I guess, because
Yes,
it
I
gives your
agree.
baby faces that last. That was horrible wording from me. So I'm not even going to pretend that I spoke proper English there, but
We don't even speak proper English as is, dude. We're fine.
but yeah, it gives the baby faces their like last like hoorah entrance, which is going to be either Punk or Roman, and it lets the heels absolutely dominate the match. Which
Agreed.
when you have damn Bronson Reed and Jacob Fatu on some Fatu shit, then yeah, that's gonna happen.
Fatu's always on some Fatu shit.
Fatu on some Fatu shit. The show closes out though. Forgot to mention, not that much, but it's just Solo. He hugs Fatu on the ramp, and all 5 of the Bloodline 2.0 team hold up the ones as the show closes out. And damn straight, I'm excited for War Games.
I'm very excited for War Games too. I think I'm more excited for the women's though because solely because of ES guy.
He he is gonna be doing some crazy shit. I'm excited. He's gonna be
Ia's
flying.
gonna be
I'm
on her
excited to see
EO
who
Sky
else.
shit.
I want to see some. Io's gonna be on some Sky shit. I want to see double Uso splash off the top of the cage through some tables. I want
Agreed.
like one member of God in like each ring on a table, and then I want one Uso on either side of the ring, and I want them both to yeet in unison before they jump off the table and splash.
That'd be crazy.
It'd be poetry. It'd be beautiful. It'd be
Poetry in
cinema.
motion. Cinema.
It'd be pure cinema.
So, oh man.
But yeah, that is all that I have, at least for Friday Night SmackDown. You got anything else you want to throw in there?
No, but I do have something for right before I close out. So, WrestleMania posted all of the men's and the women's championships in one post. Which which world title looks the best, and which tag team title looks the best, or which singles title looks the best, and which tag team title looks the best, in your opinion? We're
Which
sitting here looking at
singles
it.
and which tag? The men's WWE Tag Team Championship on SmackDown is definitely my favorite tag belt.
Okay.
In terms of singles belts, not a big fan of any of them, to be honest with you.
I'm about to go singles belt, the United States Women's Championship, just because I do like that red, white, and blue on there. Looks patriotic as
Yeah,
fuck.
it is pretty sick. The red, white, and blue.
And then I probably have to go with the WWE Tag Team Championships as well on SmackDown.
Yeah, good pick. I love that WWE Tag Team Title belt. It's actually genuinely a really good belt.
My
The
second
Raw
favorite
one
is the
looks like a
women's.
pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I would say, what? Women's
English, please.
Intercontinental. Women's
That's pretty
Intercontinental
solid.
is my favorite. Is my favorite women's singles at this point. I was throwing back and forth the women's Intercontinental and the men's World Heavyweight.
I got you. So
But yeah.
that's all I had for that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what yours is in the comments or some shit like that. Let us know. But that is going to be it for this episode of the AR Wrestling Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all head to our socials, XAR Wrestling _ Instagram, AR _ Wrestling _ as y'all know. Head to Apple, iHeart, Podbean, AR Wrestling Podcast in the search engine, YouTube, AR Wrestling 1020 in your search bar. Go watch the SummerSlam vlog, even though it's December. Still a banger. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you.
Thank you.